What's going on? Welcome in, everybody. I just wanted to quickly run through this early access roadmap with you guys for Palworld. They introduced this on Wednesday, the 24th. Super early morning if you're in the US like I am, but just to talk about some of the stuff they have going on, what their plans are, everything like that. So the first things at the top, addressing the critical issues. Numerous bugs have been identified. They're prioritizing, such as the world date, experiencing rollbacks, which I think they just patched today as of Thursday. The loading screen may persist when trying to load in the worlds and so on. Yeah, there's definitely some critical issues. I actually started a dedicated server on stream that has now been hit with one of these critical issues that's forcing everybody to create new characters. I'm still working on a fix for that. We'll see if I can get that resolved. But yeah, there's definitely some critical game-breaking issues they need to work on, and I'm sure that's what they're prioritizing at the moment, as they said. And then some of the improvements to implement ASAP. They want to do some key configuration improvements. I think that's because some of the keys you can't keybind. Like if you're using the side buttons on the mouse, it says it's not allowed. I think caps lock isn't allowed as a keybind. There's some issues like that with the key configurations. Then the improvement to base PAL AI and their pathing. If you've been playing Palworld a bit with your bases, you'll notice sometimes the AIs get kind of stuck in each other, especially around the berry farm, whether they're harvesting, collecting, planting, whatever it may be. Sometimes they kind of run into each other and get stuck. I'm guessing that's what they mean. That's just what I've seen with issues with the base PAL AI. And then moving into the future updates, PvP, they said that even before the game launched, they wanted to add PvP. I'm curious to see how they do it. And moving into the PvP, I don't know if it's going to be like a toggle on, or if it's an always on, or if it's server set. It'll be interesting to see how they do the PvP. Raid bosses for endgame content. Again, raid bosses, I'm curious to see what they mean. Is it going to be like you go into a place and fight a boss? Because that's kind of how the bosses are now. Are they going to be tougher, that you need more than 4 people? Like, I don't know what they mean by the raid bosses, because some of the bosses in game kind of feel like raid bosses already. So that'll be interesting. And then the PAL Arena, which is the PvP for PALs, that to me feels like a dog fighting ring almost, where you send your pals in and then they just fight each other that way. I don't know how that's going to be much different than the regular PvP, maybe because the characters you're playing as aren't going to be involved. But that's just kind of what it feels like based off the description they have. And then some of the, I'm guessing, I don't know if it's more long-term or minor stuff, the Steam Xbox crossplay. I'm sure a lot of people are looking forward to that. I just play on Steam. My buddies play on Steam, so we haven't had any concern with that. Xbox improvements. I know Xbox was behind a bit with the Steam version right at launch. I don't know if that's caught up yet. The server transfers and migrations, that would be helpful, like if you're playing solo now because of the bugs with the servers. Once those are resolved, you can move your server over to a dedicated one and then use that, have your friends join, and go from there. Improvements to the building system. I think this will be interesting. There are some issues when trying to build, like connecting a roof to just a wall. It doesn't want to work. You have to put a second wall there, and then you can put the roof in the middle and delete the wall behind it. There's just little things like that where the building seems a little off. But I'm curious. I'm excited for that part. I really like the base building aspect of Palworld, so I'm excited for the improvements to the base building. And then a little bit at the bottom, just, hey, this is coming eventually. New islands, pals, bosses, and technologies. That's obviously, depending on how they do it, can extend the life of the game. New islands, new areas to explore. Those new islands will probably have new pals and bosses added to them to give it a fresh feel, I hope. And then some new technologies. Who knows what they're coming up with as far as the technologies, but I'm excited to see. I hope you guys are enjoying Palworld. I am, and we're going to keep doing some Palworld content here on the channel for a while, mixing it with the Pokemon content. I hope you guys can understand that. Me doing both. They're different, but they have some similarities, so I like to keep a focus on that, especially in my stream. I even talked about it the other day that I like to think of Palworld as a survival game first. That's the main focus of it, whereas Pokemon is the RPG style monster catching that way. The survival with Palworld, you have pals to help you. They're not the main focus really. The main focus is more the survival. you catch the pals, you use them to help you fight, build, whatever it may be. But I can see some of the similarities, but again, they're different enough that it's giving me the monster catching and the survival that I like. I like Pokemon, I like Minecraft, I like Valheim, like it's kind of meshing all those together. So that's why I've really enjoyed my time at Palworld. I hope you guys are enjoying the Palworld content. And if you are, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. Let me know what you're looking forward to, what your favorite pal has been so far. I've seen some videos of pals that I want to go get, but I haven't gotten that far yet. I think the furthest I've made is like level 20. Maybe 1 or 2 bosses in. So I've definitely been taking my time with it, just enjoying the journey. And I hope you guys will too. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.